How do I do it all? The Brezza gives me the power.
RCB and Delhi Capitals are both flying. They're both dreaming. Delhi, the only unbeaten side in the competition 3 weeks into it. RCB on a streak-defying run of their own. Can they defy their home fortunes as they welcome Delhi Capitals to the Chinnaswamy? We build up to match number 24 on Maruti Suzuki Arena presents ESPN Cricinfo Timeout in the company of Sanjay Bangalore and Wasim Jaffer. Thank you for your time, gentlemen. RCB, the 3 away wins are already putting the season in legendary status. KKR, CSK and MI. What can they do to start winning at home?
I think as of now, they just played one home match and that hasn't gone their way.
Yeah.
But I would back the batting to come good once again because Phil Salt has missed out on a couple of occasions now. I don't think that that's going to happen on a consistent basis. So with Phil Salt firing and the other batsmen have performed so far, including Liam Livingston, Jitesh, how they've batted. They have great depth in the batting as well. And the emergence of Suyash Sharma, because not many gave him a great chance of bowling 4 overs, but he's been doing that pretty well. And the pace bowling is quite sorted. So bowling-wise, batting-wise, I believe that they're at the top of the game at the moment.
If we try to pick on what was different in that one home game that they've played, the major point of difference is what they achieved in the power play. The 3 away games, they've had scores of 73, 56, 80, never losing more than 1 wicket. But in that game against Gujarat Titans, they were down to 38 for 3. So that's something to ward against.
Yeah, I mean, if you lose, 3 wickets in the power play, obviously that's going to hurt, and that's exactly what happened. Siraj dented their top order, but they've got most boxes ticked in the other department. Phil Salt, like Sanjay said, he's a top player and he's not going to fail consistently, and he gives them a blistering start. So once he gets going, Kohli is in form, and the rest of the batters look pretty good. Their fast bowlers is pretty sorted, and Suyash and Krunal also. So they've got most bases covered, and they look like a very solid unit this time around. Won't be far away from a home win.
That first and only home game so far saw RCB being stung by one of their own in Mohammad Siraj. Now it's a homecoming for their most recent captain in Faf du Plessis. And he showed in the last 3 seasons he really enjoys batting at Chinnaswamy, as most do.
He did that, and I mean, he was the one who, in a way, what should I say, really energized that camp, because he was a wonderful leader for RCB and took the team to 2 playoffs in the 3 seasons that he captained the side. And hopefully he should be fit for the next game. That's one question that we may get an answer to tomorrow. But overall, if you think that the kind of length that Hazelwood bowls or the kind of length Bhuvi bowls, he can take on both the lengths, because against a fuller length, he is very happy at Chinnaswamy to go over the infield. He is absolutely fabulous with that, and anything which is slightly back of a length, he uses the pull shot to great effect. So I think skill sets wise, he's the one guy who has shown that despite being out of international circuit, he continues to maintain that consistency which he has done for such a long periods of time.
Yeah, and du Plessis versus Hazelwood is going to be one of those contests to keep an eye out on. Hazelwood so far in the power play has taken 4 wickets and is going at an economy of 4.6. But while we speak of homecomings, Wasim, KL Rahul is quite familiar with this ground too. And he's shown in the past that he really enjoys batting against RCB.
Yeah, he does. He's got hundreds against them. Local boy, he'll enjoy playing at Chinnaswamy, and I like the approach KL Rahul is playing with. He had a measured 70. I think the main reason Delhi won that game because he converted that 20-30 into that 70. It was a tricky pitch, but his aggressive approach, is a breath of fresh air to see. Again, if Faf du Plessis opens the batting, he might come in at number 4. Yeah. So he has a role to play. He'll enjoy batting at Chinnaswamy, and I think the influence that Akshar Patel is making as a captain, that is something very nice to see as well. How he's, getting used to that position, how he's rotating his bowlers, and he himself, the way he's batting. So Delhi is looking a very solid team as well.
Yeah, Akshar, the captain, lots of things he's doing right, but he hasn't been using Aksar the bowler a lot. He did refer to a finger injury that he's recovering from after their last game, but you expect he will play a bigger role, especially considering RCB's middle order has really been going after spin this season?
I think if there is one place where he can look to come and use his bowling much more, it's in the power play, because both against Salt and Virat, that could be an ideal matchup if Delhi wants to go that way. And at the moment, the kind of approach that you can see from a Padikkal or Rajat Patidar, Delhi would be averse to using somebody who can bowl the ball into the right-handers. So the way they have stacked up their team, I would think that they would use the wrist spin a lot more against the likes of Patidar. So it's best that Akshar use himself in the power play itself.
You see Patidar versus Kuldeep as a potentially game-defining battle?
It can be, yeah. I mean, it can go other way around as well, because it's not a huge ground. Patidar is a six-hitter and is in fantastic form. So if Kuldeep, gets that wicket, that can, dent RCB quite a lot in that middle overs. And Kuldeep has done that. He's picked up, important wickets so far in this short season. So that's going to be a great matchup.
All right. Thank you so much, Wasim, Sanjay, for setting up the game for us. Potentially huge 2 points for two teams who are already laying down quite a marker in the early parts of IPL 2025.
How do I do it all? The Brezza gives me the power.